Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian and you're watching B-Dubs Reacts. We are back with episode 6 of Gaya Pelikula. We have 3 more episodes left, 2 more after today. I am not ready. As you guys might have seen in last week's episode, I got in my feels. It was another emotional roller coaster for me. It hit home, but you guys have been super sweet and loving, and you guys actually watched all of our vulnerable moments. And speaking of our vulnerable moments, want to welcome back John. Good morning, John.
Vulnerable.
How are you doing?
I'm feeling vulnerable. Good. I'm feeling vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm excited about the rest of the show. Although
yes,
I am
I'm
a
not
little
ready
bit
for it to
sad
be
because
done.
we can kind of see the end zone here, but hopefully it'll be a good one. If not a pleasing one, hope that we get more, or we find out that we're gonna be getting a second season or something.
Hopefully, I would love a second season.
But again, although we're seeing the end, I feel like it's a little too soon to be talking about it. I'm getting anxiety.
I know. We're just getting anxiety. Yeah. But anyways, so we wanna dive in just as we usually do every week. We go in through comments. We do a little research ourselves. And all for a segment John likes to call
Sorry We Missed It. We Are Only Human.
We're only human. Yes.
You like?
Do a little different every week.
You like that?
Yes. Yeah.
You gotta give
a little different flavor this week. Yeah. So what did you have for us this week?
So a few people have mentioned the parallel between the stories that we heard from both Anna and Vlad to what we saw in the episode. I want to shout out Day Off Gaming, Super Marion, Marvin Dancel for their comments on the parallel here, along also with Vene, VLDZ, or Veen maybe. Some of the things that really stood out to me here was the parallel between the two stories, I would say the 3 stories, right? There are 3 stories there. The one that we're seeing in the show, and then the 2 scary horror stories that we got. That was cool. I think we us getting that kind of flavor was nice for the audience, because it's one, refreshing, but also it's still kind of part of their theme, where it's like just like in the movies. And then
I think one thing that I got from it too was just like, we got a little bit of a horror flavor, but it all kind of wraps up in this whole idea of facing your fears, and not just with ghosts, but with
your heart.
Carl and him and his heart and his feelings and stuff like that too. We get that whole kind of just general concept of like, being a little bit more brave and stuff like that.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to Ito Mama Tambien, and I was wondering why that they had brought up that movie,
which you actually watched 2 times already.
I did watch it 2 times.
You found it on Netflix.
I feel like I dove kind of way too deep to just find out that the I guess that what they derived from the story was a little bit more in your face, and they did talk a little bit about it in the beginning, right? How it was serendipity according to Vlad, and all of that. But I wanted to kind of focus on the whole trio-ness of it all, right? With Anna, we found that her story was scary, but I think it was also, as one commenter pointed out, it could be in relation to her actual story that we find out a little bit later on in the episode. Right, so saying that the cadaver, the chinammer, was kind of a symbol of her kind of finding out about her having a child, right? Her finding out that she was pregnant, kind of her old self had died along with that.
It's something about, I think we're reading that, something about like the fact when the missing cadaver is her missing her period, her menstrual cycle.
Right, her menstrual cycle or something like that. Which was an interesting comment to read.
I don't fully buy it. I like that we also are finding people who are trying to make connections, but I mean, whether or not that was the case, it was very interesting.
So this Day Off Gaming was the one that talked about that. They also mentioned that it was either that or the second possibility was that Carl's past or sexuality inside his closet. Which is a little bit more in your face. And then we have Vlad's story, who either one could be a story about his ex letting Alice in his life, and then in the end having his heart literally ripped out of his chest, and him realizing that he's alone, hence holding his beating heart. Or it's the one that really hit home for you, and also for me, although I'm not really that okay with crying too much.
Not a big fan of that. No.
I mean,
even though it happens every week.
right, and luckily I got well, maybe I shouldn't speak too soon because we haven't watched this episode. Other commenters that I did want to shout out, one is Kokoy, my Tito Ninong.
Yes. My kambal, my
we'll just
twin.
put the comment on the screen there because it's pretty much self-explanatory.
He talks about the difference between like brownouts and blackouts, and what the terms mean, which I actually didn't completely know. Shout out to you, Kokoy, for clearing that up for us. And we got actually there was a lot of talk about that because it's just also a little bit of culture shock, because obviously we call it more commonly a blackout here, but it turns out there's a reason why.
There's a reason why, apparently, right?
There's different times when it is called a blackout or a brownout in different cases. So.
What's funny is Zombie C also commented that in their area it's brownout if the power goes out during the day, and blackout if it goes out during the night.
At night. Yeah,
he said that his Lola taught him that. I don't know if that one is like. I think there's a little bit of a colorism thing there.
Oh Lord! I mean, all of them are make sense, I guess. The different ideas that we've heard, but yeah.
And then I have two other commenters I do want to shout out. One being Hero Ken. I do appreciate you pointing out my journey of from finding Vlad to be annoying to to relating to him a lot.
I love that.
I love that you pointed that out because it's so true. I guess it's for me the more annoyed.
You kind of went back and forth between Team Vlad and Team Vlad and Team Carl.
Yeah.
Like you bounced back and forth a little bit, but you definitely weren't as big a fan of Vlad at first.
Yeah, I wasn't that big of a fan, and I mentioned this to Hero in my reply is that I guess I am annoyed of myself a lot. So it only made sense that. A lot of the things that was annoying me about him were things that annoyed me about myself.
Right, and what have we seen in other reactions too is usually the things that like you're not a big fan of, or things that like kind of like you say that annoy you are really it's because it hits close to home.
It hits close to home, yeah.
And you're just like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, when characters annoy me, and bring out that emotion out of me, it's usually because I relate to them, or it's something that's just kind of in my face so much that it's like annoying, but also I'm like that's me growing to love the character.
Whereas me, when I see myself in a character, I'm a freaking mess.
And that's okay. We love that. We love that you're super open, and this is why we're doing this. We love what we're seeing.
After episode 3, and I had my little breakdown there, and like I was really scared of like being super vulnerable on camera, but I recognize the importance of it, showing how much this show in particular is affecting me, and I was like, if it's hitting me that way, it's got to be hitting someone else. And it really showed after episode 3. You guys really connected with our vulnerability and me being a mess on camera, and so ever since then I've been really a lot more not as insecure or not as afraid to be vulnerable on camera. I'm scared for today. But because we find that you guys, like, you know, it's so sweet to hear you guys say things like, oh, that you're crying with us, and that you you can't wait to watch it so that you can cry with us every week, which is hilarious. It's like, okay, now I know. Now I'm known for being crying every week.
Please know that we're thinking of y'all throughout the week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we're like, that's another thing too. We got our episode 5 reaction up yesterday. Today is Friday, the day that episode 6 coming out. And you guys were so sweet and, like, you know, like really looking out for our videos, and that means a lot to us. It's we've been doing this literally for a month. Like Gaya episode 1 was the first Pinoy BL that I reacted to, and I was by myself for episode 1. So it's been 5 weeks, now 6, since that we started doing
coming into 6, yeah.
Pinoy BL reactions, and so it's all still fairly new to us, and to know that we're already building an audience and a connection with you guys, our viewers, it means a lot. But going back to the part that hit close home to me, I wanted to share a little bit of something that I wrote on Twitter that really just kind of reiterates kind of my connection to the scene. It goes back to also like the reference of like the story that we got from Vlad, saying Carl was looking at himself in front of the mirror, and the quote was, nakita niya ang kanyang sarili, so he saw himself, and then and in his hand he found his own beating heart. And that really like just completely parallels what happened at the end of the video, you know, of the episode, when Carl's looking in the mirror and he sees himself for the first time. I was talking about how you know, that was a moment that I felt really started to really confront being gay, and the idea that he really can't deny his emotions anymore. And so the full quote is, he's looking at himself in the mirror, he's seeing himself for the first time, and he's holding his own beating heart. We get the tuk tuk.
I love too the just kind of the evolution of that. And then the more that I look at it, the more that I really just see how in your face these parallels are. You know, the Vlad hearing or Carl saying all these things about Vlad was kind of, you know, all those nice things was the door in, right? The opening that door, where actually, you know, in relation to Ito Mama Tambien, the woman in the trio became kind of that bridge, right? For them to
Lord,
just watch the movie so you know what I'm talking about.
Oh god. But yeah, that was another thing too with Anna's story. She talks about finding a cadaver in the closet, and like that we also saw a lot of commenters mentioning that was a parallel to like Carl being in the closet, and Vlad finding that picture of Carl in the closet, and then all of those layers of finding his true self, all these things. But I wanted to read again what something I wrote about that scene, and it was okay. I said, this scene hit close to home. It brought me back to the very first time I admitted to myself that I was gay. Just me by myself in my room. The night I finally started to accept myself. I know what Carl was feeling. To be so unsure, to deny it for so long, and then suddenly you meet someone and you can't deny it anymore. It's a bittersweet cocktail of all the joys and thrills of finding a new love, topped off with the sinking fear and uneasiness that comes when coming to terms with your sexuality. We see a lot of coming out moments, but we don't often talk about how the first step is coming out to yourself. Before we begin to seek acceptance in our loved ones and those around us, we first have to find it within ourselves. It can be a really intense internal struggle. Maybe I'm just projecting my own experiences onto the character, but this simple, quiet moment of Carl standing in front of his mirror, his heart beating fast, it just spoke to me. All I could think was, I've been there. That's me. Huh. Yeah. Got emotional again reading that, but yeah, that was... I remember I wrote that like right after we filmed the reaction to episode 5. I came home from work that day and rewatched the show again, and it just kept repeating in my head, and I just kept thinking of how it made me feel and what it made me think of, and I like wrote that on Twitter, and I just like posted it, and my gosh, it connected with so many of you guys. Gaya retweeted it, JP I think retweeted it as well, and it just to see how many people also resonated with that in the same way that I did. Like so many of you quote retweeted and shared your own experiences of the moment you came out to yourself, and so that was really beautiful. I think that's one of the crazy things about doing these videos is we get to connect with other people, not only just connect with people who also love the show, but we get to meet other people and hear their stories that
I think it's nice.
In
nice
ways
because
that they can see themselves in these characters. Just like
it's nice do. Because it's kind of meta in the way that the representation that they're doing with the show creates these conversations, right? That that actually brings out all the stories from other people, and you know, us kind of recognizing what happened there. And I think we got pretty much the message from the get-go, right? With the whole, what happened with the whole stories, although there were some things that we still missed, but saying it, you know, saying that related to you, just as saying for Carl was important to say it out loud, or to just recognize himself for the first time. It's important.
I mean, I did kind of project that a little bit, you know, like we haven't actually really gotten
an
Carl
coming
saying
out.
it,
right.
You know, that even to himself, like, but it was just me like really taking that quiet moment and just imagining what must be going through his mind, you know.
The theme of horror actually found it funny because, you know, overall we saw the scary stories being told, but we see like a gay person's like horror, which is, you know, leaping out of the closet,
having to confront their own.
But we saw it. Carl had only opened the door, right? But I mean, I'm sorry, Vlad had only opened the door, but Carl's picture came jumping right out. And I thought that was a cool symbol. Now, I did say that we were shouting out 2 people, so I shouted out Hero Ken earlier. Before I shout out the next one, there was actually one more thing that I feel like a lot of people missed. And I saw a little bit of you know, a little hint of this through Kent and T-Rex's video. They had mentioned it, but you know,
I think Kent. Sorry. Oh my God.
Shout out at the Kent and Queer Christine.
Stop it. God.
It's early in the morning,
guys. It's 6 o'clock in the morning for us.
Yeah. So you know,
it's always 6 o'clock in the morning for us when we do these videos.
Right.
Just so you know.
Yeah. So the whole thing about the ending scene. You know, what I really love. I have so many favorite things about the show, but this is one thing that really I love, that it's in the story, along with, you know, the finishing quote, is that, you know, the scene between just kind of like this serene moment where it's just the 2 of them in the apartment. In the last episode we saw them, you know, kind of getting more comfortable. Carl put that pillow, you know, between his head and Vlad's thigh. People had mentioned before, and Kent had mentioned this in his video, that the remote control is kind of a symbol of Carl's heart. Right. A lot of other reactors have noticed, and our conversations with our friends.
I know what you're talking about, and I'm scared for what it means for this episode.
So our conversations with our friends in Zoom Hotel, you know, I was like, yo, like, yes, we do see that Carl does finally hand the remote over to Vlad, and that's beautiful. A lot of people really celebrated that.
Watched that and they were like, oh,
but run that back again.
And I did too. I was like, oh, he gave him the remote.
But run that back again. What I feel like a lot of people missed the small detail that
which is a big detail when you notice
which is a huge detail, is that Vlad actually drops the remote almost instantaneously as soon as he had it. But then Carl takes it back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after Carl takes it back, Vlad actually pulls up the sheet from Carl, not in like a rude way, but I feel like there's a little bit of a carelessness and recklessness there, because as he pulls it up, he gets more of the blanket than what's left over for Carl.
Carl does.
So I'm really scared for Carl.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Kung totoo yan, if that's really the case, you know, that
we might see Carl.
That's not great for Carl. Like,
open
Carl
up and then cry.
Finally gives his heart. Like, if that's really the metaphor we're seeing, it's Carl gives Vlad his heart. Vlad is not careful with it. Carl takes his heart back, and I guess maybe the blanket is just like, I don't know, just
I think the blanket is more of like that comfort.
Of Carl getting
that comfortability
and Carl getting the short end of the stick.
Short end of the stick, yeah. And yeah, that's it. And one last shout out.
And yeah, that's it. Yeah, just break my heart.
Sorry, I really needed to say that because I feel like that was almost instantaneous.
I almost forgot that. Yeah,
it was almost instantaneous for me. As soon as we finished the video, I was like, oh shit, that's. Like...
And what's crazy is like when you guys are watching this now, you've already seen episode 6, so maybe you know how on track we are with that prediction. But
or off.
I'm not
track,
ready.
Maybe.
I'm not ready.
Hopefully, a little bit off track, just because I don't want to see Carl get his heart broken like that. But finally,
like you just said last week, you were just starting to get a crush on Carl, and you started to fall for him a little bit.
Yes, I want him in my armpit.
But yes,
I want him to live in my armpit.
Oh my god.
No, but last shout out is for Beige Abelia. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your support. And I hope I said your name correctly. It's Beige Abelia.
Yes.
Right? Abelia?
I think so.
Cool.
I hope so. You know who you are. We love you. You comment. You're very sweet in your comments, and shout out to you. But yes, speaking of comments, the man himself, Gaya, Juan Miguel Severo, he's the writer of the show. He commented on the video, and as usual, is very, very sweet and supportive of us. And
thanks for the hug.
He sent us hugs, and then I said, you know, I can never thank you enough for the show. It's already left an impression on me that I'll never forget, which is very true. He responded with the teary eye emojis, and I said, oh Lord, I'm gonna cry again just typing back to you. And then he said, and this was yesterday, right? He said, reserve your tears for tomorrow. Just kidding. Tomorrow's episode is so fun. And he did the ooh, I shouldn't have done that. He did the.
I really think it's gonna be fun. I feel like it's gonna be like a fan service.
He did the silly eyes emoji, and then I said, I'm not ready. John also thanked him for these stories that we're getting. And John says, please don't go ripping our hearts out now. And then in all caps, Gege says, haha, thanks John, I'll try. So I just have crush issues.
If you know his work,
scared.
If you know his work,
I'm scared. I'm scared.
You know that your heart's gonna be stepped on. But thank you for the yakap. Yakap right back.
Yes. Yes. I got yakaps, which is hugs for international viewers, from both Gege and.
Look at you being the teacher now.
Yeah, because you're teaching me. But it's still means so much to be able to connect with the writer of the show and the director, and getting to, show them through our videos how much these shows are impacting us. So again, thank you. I'll say it every week. Thank you, Gege, and thank you, Gege and JP, for these shows and for this show and for this story.
And the rest of the cast, thank you so much. You guys are doing such a great job. I don't have any notes.
Oh my gosh. None. You guys, you're doing great, honey.
You're doing great, honey. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll be here.
All right, let's find out how soon I'm going to be a mess this week. It's not even a when. It's not even a when no, it is a when. It's not even a if. It's just a when now.
It's just a when and how much tears are going to be shed. Did you lubricate? Did you get some water in your system just in case?
Yes, I have my 40 ounces of H2O next to me.
It's gonna be unfair for your Pearl Next Door videos if all of the videos that you start with have you with thick ass eyes.
Oh God, yes, I know. And we need to get this filming done so I can go and film that before I go to work. So
Let's go.
let's get into it. Are you ready, John?
I am.
All right, let's go.
Hey.
Sandali nga. Okay ka lang ba?
Bakit?
Ang cute-cute na ito. Sobra.
I know, he was being
Pero
so
nakakainis
sweet.
kaya yun yung effort mo, di ba? Tapos pagdududahan ka
Yeah.
lang. Na nakasira ka pala ng
He
gamit.
was actually,
Nakakainis.
he was doing so well, and then Carl was just like, "Did you break something?" I was like,
Yeah.
No, just being nice. Damn it, like. I mean, I saw it like he was really just trying to pay forward back to Carl for the birthday thing, you know.
Man, that scene fucked me up.
Oh my God, we were freaking out. His eyes are red. He's crying.
Oh no. Or no, he
Maybe.
probably
I
just
don't
woke
know.
up.
Hindi ka
It looks
maglakad.
like he's avoiding him.
Oh no.
May nararamdaman ka ba?
May nararamdaman ka ba sa puso mo?
Stop.
Hindi naman mainit ah.
Sakit ulo ko. Sige na.
You're not talking about it.
0917.
Nandiyan ka
I
pa.
wonder what that means.
Do you wanna talk about it?
About what?
The dance.
The dance?
Don't play dumb. You know
The
what happened.
dance? Oo, ano meron?
Oh, masaya. Masaya
Sige
na
na
ako.
bumaba ng kwarto after nun eh. Tapos, ayaw mo pa ako samahan kumain. Okay ka
Sige
lang.
na, alis ka na. Masakit nga ulo ko. diba?
Carl, nagsayaw lang tayo.
Pakit ka
okay?
masyado eh.
No.
Doesn't have to mean anything, you know?
Oh God, why did you say that?
You can stop making me feel like a regret now. Anong iniisip mo?
Hindi, kasi, alam,
Fucking Anna.
I know, it's a girl.
dali lang makatok eh.
You kind of feel like what I'm feeling here now is just Anna's kind of really just starting to become a sagabal. Oh no,
Oh,
it's not Anna.
it's something you did.
Damn, look at the legs though. Okay.
Yay.
I'm glad we're
Welcome
seeing
back,
her.
Adrian.
I miss her. I miss her so much.
I know, I miss her too.
I need me my
She
Judith
hasn't-
fix.
I know.
She's like a
Shout out
drug,
Adrian
girl.
Vergara. I tweeted her like 2 episodes ago. I was like, oh no, it was episode.
And I love her as an
4,
actor
sorry.
too. She's
Wow,
quite
I
quite
had
the activist
a brain
as well.
fart.
So
I tweeted her
love
after
that she
episode
stands
4.
for
I was
her.
like, we missed you this episode. We want to see you again. Yes, I love her as an actor too. Sorry. I was saying I missed her last episode, the past 2 episodes, and we haven't seen her, so I'm excited to have her back again.
yeah, definitely.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, going back to what Vlad said about not wanting to be a plot device for, you know,
Someone's
straight.
identity crisis.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get that again, or at least he's gonna kind of be defensive.
I feel like that's why he's a little pushy. You know, he's like, yo,
Yeah.
like you don't need to define
So
it if you, know,
Yeah.
if you don't
So I
feel.
was telling
I love
Mom,
that he said,
Mom,
"May
it's
nararamdaman ka ba?"
different this
You know?
time. You know, I saw them together. They're
Saw
so
them
cute, so in love. And Carl is such a sweet boy. But you really are, Carla. In fairness to you, and grabe your lashes.
Wait, she
Yep,
she
his
said she told the
lashes.
mom.
Cut to the chase.
Hold on. Shh. Yeah, I think so. I think she's
so
just
happy
like
for
she's
you,
reporting
Vlad.
back to him.
Mom
Remember?
is so happy for you. And
'Cause
diba
that's
sabi
why
ko
he doesn't
naman
wanna go
sa'yo,
back
wala
home.
naman siyang issue with you being gay. Ang issue niya, dun sa ex mo duwag.
Fucking A.
Sana sinabi niya sa akin, diba?
But spoiler alert, she will. Tonight, we will have dinner with Carl.
Spoiler alert,
Already
so
with
cute.
reservations, pero mauuna na lang tayo dun kasi si mom kasi na-stuck pa sa office, but she will be there.
So wait lang po ate.
Isn't it exciting?
It is.
Diba? Meeting the biyanan. And also, Carl, mom is also asking for your parents' numbers. And
Oh, this is what Gaya
Sana
meant by
naman mabigyan ka
fun.
namin ng late Christmas presents.
It's
for
gonna be uncomfortable.
boyfriend to my brother, letting him stay here with you.
Hindi po kami ate.
Bitch, what? Just
Tuloy
kidding.
ko lang po dito si Vlad dahil wala po akong pangalaman.
Oh no. Aray
Huwag niyo sabihin kay Papa, please.
She's gonna be like, well, now you guys are gonna have to actually really act this shit, because I'm not gonna tell him. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. She's like, nakakatawa kayo. Fuck.
Ate.
Oh!
Wait lang.
Vlad knows that she's gonna fucking blow up, dude. Vlad's like,
Ate, di kasi.
How could you lie to me?
yeah, no. The thriller music is amazing. Okay, relax. Okay.
Now, Vlad, tell me how to convince Mom that you are deserving to be left alone,
You're
that you are
a fucking
capable
liar.
of making mature decisions on your own, when you apparently paid someone to pose as your boyfriend using my money. I don't even pay for my men!
Meron yun.
Hindi! Isa ka pa! Pinagsamantala niyo yung kahinaan ko.
Ate,
I
bagong
know
taon
this was
naman
gonna
na.
be hard.
Wala bang babago taon!
Wala pa bagong taon! So not New Year's yet? This has only been the span of a couple of days.
Yeah.
Vlad, she was so excited to meet him.
Totohanin nyo na kasi.
Let's go.
Small things with great love. Like,
Bakit?
Ate
You
Judy.
can come back for your things some other time. We have to talk. Total, nandito ka lang naman para makapagbayad siya ng renta. 'Di ba? Eh, nakapagbayad na siya. So you have no reason to stay here. Right, Carl?
Does that say
Right.
Fruit Hoops?
What? Wait, does what say Fruit Hoops?
Oh, it's just the box of cereal in the back that says Fruit Hoops.
Oh
I'm
my
taking
god.
you home.
Was not looking at that. So see, this is what I was thinking. I was also theorizing that we're gonna get the scene from the trailer where he's hugging someone from behind, which we were theorizing his Tito sons.
Yeah, it might be.
And I was
Tito's
like,
ones.
there has to be a reason why Vlad is gone and Carl's in the apartment with him crying. So
Special signs. Oh, this is great.
submission. You said it was over.
Earlier today. Fuck. He's
I'm
behind.
sorry, misunderstood him. I'm sorry, misunderstood him. Anyway, I'll have someone pick up his things for you. Aww.
Nota bene. Oh, he's
He's
dead.
dead.
Crap. That shit blew up, huh? Wala, nakatula lang gumagawa ng kanin.
He's by himself now. Go answer.
Oh, he's not cooking rice for Vlad.
Oh, because he's by himself.
Only the 1 cup. See, didn't you forget that you're supposed to, you need help for changing your major to film? I didn't see his grades. I missed his actual grades.
It was something about a submission or something early. I didn't get to read it
Yeah,
quickly enough. 'cause
yeah.
I was
It looks like
reading
he
Auntie
missed a
Judith's
submission
text.
as well.
No, I think it was good news or something.
I think it said that
Yeah,
hey,
go
you
back and
you
look
said
at
that you were submitting something.
Yeah, early.
Where it at though? I think is what the email is.
I'll look back and read it.
Marapit na ang enrollment.
Ang pambansang kamao.
Ano ba yung grades mo nung first sem?
Yun nga po eh. Ma, sorry, may mga dos po
Oh,
ako.
he did get bad grades.
Nako, ano ba? Okay lang yun, nak. Hindi naman masama yun eh.
They're so cute.
Pero pa, may mga bago po akong kliyente. $7 per hour. Ghostwriting. Gusto daw po nila yung mga sinusulat ko. Magaling daw po ako magsulat.
Talaga? Ayan, maabot nga nun. Yun na yun. Ayan. Paabot sa akin.
Kaya lang,
Well, are they gonna celebrate?
kaya hindi ako nakikredit eh.
Mm.
Oh.
I used to do that. I used to go
Nahanap
short.
ko to, naalala mo to? Ha? Ilan taon ka nga nito?
Oh, they have a picture that he drew.
Hindi naman po ako yung nag-drawing yan pa.
Oh,
Si kuya po.
aray ko, sakit. Si kuya. Ano yun? Namatay ba yung kuya niya? Or what?
Whoa, God. Why did we go to dead brother?
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Papakita ko yung mga...
Jesus.
Para ma-inspire ka naman sa gagawin mong dream house natin.
Because
Ah,
architecture.
lungkot naman ni
Our
Mami.
dream.
Nalungkot si Mami.
Ano yun?
Because he doesn't want to be an architect.
Ayoko na po mag-architecture pa.
Oh.
Gusto ko na po mag-shift.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Like, Carl is just, it's him sorting out his feelings. He's sorting out, you know.
And he's,
Ayoko na po
his
maging
thoughts.
arkitekto. Mag-shift na po
And
ako.
I feel like that's really what happens when you
And
have
he's saying
something big that you're going through.
Hirapan ka na ba?
Is that all the
Yeah.
little things you just
Yeah, ma.
start to sort it out?
Right.
Because
And then
like
he's also
your
talking
worry
about
is so
how he's-
focused on one thing.
Trabaho yan, Nak, di ba? Kailangan pa ba masaya?
it should be
Gusto ko
happy,
naman
of
po ng
course.
trabaho, gugustuhin ko pa rin kahit di na ako masaya.
Mm.
Paano yung dream house?
Pinangarap ko lang naman yun dahil pangarap niyo eh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Pwede ko pa rin naman magawa yun kahit di ako nasa architecture.
Sandali nga. Ano ba yung sinasabi mo? Pinipilit ka ba namin?
Eh, hindi naman sa ganun pa.
Mario naman, oh. Anak, saan mo gustong lumipat?
Gusto ko pong magsulat. Gusto ko pong magpelikula.
Sus Mariosep, showbiz? Ano ba yung pumasok sa utak mo? Bakit yan?
Money naman eh.
Alam mo, umuwi ka na nga muna pag-usapan natin.
Magtiwala ka sa desisyon ko, okay? Hindi naman ako malulunod dito eh, kaya hayaan mo ko, please.
Stronger. Stronger Carl. Look at that. Look at that. It's we see
I
this
feel like
way
I
too
feel like his
often.
mom understands, but also
She does, but also
Favorite
she's
dinner.
it's still the same. Like, oh, we're older. You're not supposed to talk back, and it's like, yo, it's not
Of
talking
course,
back.
yeah,
Like,
wait, shh.
Vlad, whether it's dad or your ex or Carl, please remember that you're worth staying for, okay?
It was also going back to the idea that remember.
and
Carl,
did she say
Vlad.
your dad or
That's
dad?
rich
Yes.
coming from you.
Oh,
Ha?
pati ikaw nga nang iiwan
Yan.
ka, ganon.
Babakla-bakla ka kasi. Nung tuloy tayo ni Dad.
Oh my God.
Don't you remember?
There you go. Call her out. Okay. Not all allies
Yun
used to
naman
be
ang
allies.
kapatid na lalaki.
All allies.
Talented yan, kaso bakla. Sayang kasi bakla. Why would you say that to a child? So please, stop parroting fake ally speeches. If you hate us, just be upfront.
Vlad, I was a kid too. Okay. I didn't know then what I know now.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not apologizing sooner. But I'm saying sorry now.
Wow.
Sorry. Vlad,
It's a big ass house.
mahal kita, okay? I know I can be too much sometimes. Imposing even. Pero hindi ko lang kasi talaga alam na how to get to you.
That's why she's trying so hard.
I know I'm not a perfect ally. I'm still navigating through this.
Wow.
Adrian's doing so good.
But I'm still your only sister.
I
And
love
no
her
matter
so
how
much.
you fuck up, I'm still going to be your
Your
sister.
sister.
Capish?
Wait, bakit ba nila yung dalawa yung dining table? Naguluhan ako dun Teka lang. Sobrang laki ng bahay, dalawa yung dining table.
They were eating somewhere. They haven't gone home yet.
Okay. I was like,
Oh my god. Chill.
No, ma.
ayun na.
Napawi na po kami.
Yeah, what I was trying to say earlier is like Carl was talking about how Vlad makes him brave, and that he finally was brave enough to tell his parents that he wants to transfer.
Saka ako nakakwento pag uwi ko. Sorry.
We hear her voice now.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a voice and a face today to the mom.
Maybe.
Bye.
There it is. Acoustic version of TYL. This song.
Only the moon could pull me in. But now that he is gone, it all feels wrong. And still I long for him. Boy, I love.
Sure kang
Give
di ka
me
uwi.
a bird.
Nasa mood ako mag-art film eh. Ikaw bahala pumili. Hindi ako kontra. Promise.
No. Ikaw na lang muna manood. Yun lang ba?
I miss you.
Yun.
Hopes that it might always be you and each other.
Bye.
Is you true? That was look at Ate Judith noticing that, you know what, like there's actually something there. So she's like,
Hindi ka na Vlad.
too young,
Hindi ko naintindihan.
oh, early.
Wala akong makausap. Wala akong makasama.
Sana.
I once was.
Hindi ako taga rito pag wala ako.
Oh, wait, he's not really saying that. Oh, fucking hate it.
He's saying no. He said it after he
Yeah,
hung
he
up.
hung up. Yeah. See, Judith knows. We kept away. Scared of. I'll lose you painfully. Every day, otherwise, time I believed. Promises, all those other noises, convinced me would last forever. Lose you.
Confronting his closet.
Open that closet, Carl.
Oh, that's what you were
All
saying
that
last.
shit, all that
You
shit
opened it
coming
up.
out. See, this is him.
He's gonna see the picture.
No, this is him unpacking and reorganizing his life, just as he did today.
His
You know,
mess.
with talking to his parents. Like I said, when
Yep.
something.
See, I told you he'll find the picture.
Oh, he didn't take it. I thought Carl took it. I mean, Vlad.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't take it. This is the moment. I remember that's what from the trailer.
Leaving the unit next weekend.
No, Anna's leaving too.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Sila ni Carl.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because sem break is almost over.
Yes, I love that.
stop the car.
Oh, she's gonna bring her back.
I said stop the car.
Come on, Kuya Eddie.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of the car.
Paano mag-explain kay Mama? You only have until the weekend, kaya sulitin mo na.
Good call,
Saktan ka ulit.
baby.
Saka na natin problemahin. Basta ngayon, magmahal ka na muna.
Magmahal ka na muna.
She can see it.
I love that.
She can see how much he was hurting, you know. And
Just ally things.
I was gonna say that's how you become an ally, really. Sayaw na, girl. Be free. He's like, ay, nakalabas na pala ako.
Oh my
From the
god,
closet.
it's like
Yes.
no, it's gonna be like actually like Carl's or like Vlad's scene where he was home dancing alone, and he envisioned.
Oh,
Carl
is he
coming
gonna
home.
catch him dancing alone
And
too?
now he's gonna come home, and Vlad really is gonna come back.
We're getting a boy
This song
singer.
is so cute. He still has his stormtrooper.
He's running.
We're getting a music montage
He's
scene where he's
running.
running back.
Wait, was that a skull he was just clutching? Fuck you. Hold on.
No, that was a stormtrooper.
Oh, it's a stormtrooper. My
Jeez,
trust issues.
stop
man.
going to a dark place, my god! First
Hurry
a
up,
dead brother
hurry up,
and no
hurry up,
skull.
Pop,
Chill
hurry up,
out.
His demeanor's changed a lot in this episode.
Yeah,
I love
he
it.
feels free. Cause he's you know he's.
Why aren't
he's
we getting
being
more of this
honest with
dancer,
himself.
man? You know he can dance, right?
Yeah, I know. We know he can dance. Oh, he's gonna see him dancing like he. Oh no! Just like he sees him in the first episode.
I can't.
He's so cute.
He just crashed it. They just crashed into each other. Just like I said.
I wasn't sure. At first, I always thought the singer was
Oh my God.
Ian. It kind of
Oh
sounds
my
like
God.
Ian's singing voice,
Hold on.
but they're being so cute. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm like, oh my god. Hold on. Hold on.
He's touching his hair. He's
Oh,
touching
you
his hair.
didn't touch his hair! Ah! I mean, you let him touch your heart, so.
See, he's gonna keep denying it. That's why we get.
Yeah,
we're
if
gonna
somebody
get
touches my
how-
heart,
that's
I'll
how
let
we-
you touch my hair.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh my god. What? Ah!
Wait till we get. No, this is
Puta
why
ina!
it's hitting me because it's like. Oh my god! I hate you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Rebel is
Oh
screaming.
my god.
Wait, no, because my thing is like we're getting this scene, and then we're still gonna get to the part where he confronts him and says, "Do you like me?" Right?
I think
like,
that's it. Was he wearing this jacket?
I don't remember.
But I feel like
If
that was
they
like...
tell me this is a fucking,
No, I don't believe. No,
if-
I don't believe that this is a...
it has to be real.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
Oh god.
There's no
Wow.
opaqueness.
Oh my god.
To
Yeah.
the filters. This is beautiful.
Yes.
Wow.
We're getting a kiss.
Best kiss so far. Of all the BLs
Right?
I've
Like-
seen. Best kiss so far.
It feels.
Oh my
genuine.
God.
It feels real.
Oh, it's not even the end.
How did he? Wait, shh. Someone did he die? Hey, what? My God, you were right. There's a dead brother.
Tututulong mo ngayong bata kapag di mo tinatapon sa malalim.
Why?
Kaso,
Nalunod yung kapatid
pinatan siya yung
niya.
taas ng alon. Nalingat lang sila ng konti. Ano si Kuya? Pagdala nila kay Kuya sa pampanghuli na eh.
Okay, that's another layer of why they were so shook when he said I didn't draw that. Kuya did.
So pang-pang, did you hear them? Hear him say pang-pang? Pang-pang means, I think it means shore. Or beach.
Makunan. Mga laruan. Ultimo pangarap. Pangalan. Siya yung Carl na mahilig mag-drawing ng bahay. I'm just living his life for him.
Oh my God.
Grabe,
Kaya
si
pala
Kuya
pressured
Elikoy,
siya to become an
Laban ko.
architect.
Discovered potential ng patay. Alam mo yung parang hindi ikaw yung bida sa sarili mong buhay.
This is the.
This is it. This was the quote. You were
Kaya
right.
yung parang Janus character ka. Kahit si Joros or si Ketchup yung gumanap.
Joros or ketchup.
Pareho lang yung effect. Tatay yung
There's Joros and ketchup are, I think,
Sulat na yung script eh.
supporting
Tapos
roles
na-
rather than leading men.
Ikaw yung
That's what
available,
he said.
kaya ikaw yung nakuha.
Yeah. This is the conversation that was over the prom scene in the first episode.
Yeah, you were totally right. There's a more voice combination.
But I wanna. He said this is what he says. Like I wanna control the ending or something.
Hindi nga. Kung
Ikaw
naman,
naman.
haba nun ah. Dali na.
Sige.
So,
Oh my God.
para may visual aid din. Yan.
Just pops.
Kamukha mo siya.
It's her favorite photo together.
They're sharing about death. And
You know that joke they say na yung panganay lang yung conceived out of love, and then the rest are either just because they're bored or horny. Medyo iba sa amin. Si ate, she was conceived out of love. Kuya was conceived out of lust. And
I was conceived because they're bored.
I was conceived to save the marriage. I was made aware of it. My mom would always say, it's thanks to you that we're still a family. I took pride in it. You know,
Kala mo
I was the
compliment,
household prince.
But
I was
that's so
dad's
much pressure.
favorite. Minsan nga nag-aaway pa sila ni mom because kawawa naman daw yung iba kong siblings eh. O, diba? But then one day, I came home from school and I was telling Dad about this boy, you know, my seatmate. I don't know why, but I was just so happy kasi binigay niya sa akin yung baon niya. Imagine I was just 6.
Baon is
I didn't
lunch.
even have the word for it yet.
Aga?
Yeah. Yun yung first time na pinalo niya ako. I mean, don't get me wrong. I now doubt it's because of that. Lalo na't nag-aaway rin naman na sila mommy before that pa.
Oh, look at him. Trying to
As a
understand.
kid, I couldn't help but think that maybe that was it. On my 7th birthday, my mom pushed for me to have a party. Never mind that it was Jesus' birthday or whatever. all my friends came. She invited everyone. And then in the middle of the magic show, Dad dragged his luggage across. And then he never looked back.
The disappearing act. He didn't die.
Hindi mo na siya nagpaalam.
No, Carl's brother
Well,
died. His
he
dad
did
is
this.
left.
No, I know. I was saying that there was a parallel that they're both grieving deaths.
Talking
right?
about that. Yeah.
But I guess they can still both grieve, right?
Yeah, of course. Still a loss.
It's sort of funny though. Dito ka, feeling mo you're just serving somebody else's purpose. Yet here I am, feeling like I already failed serving mine, saving the marriage. That day when he left.
The hair touching.
No, he likes it.
Because it's him.
They're gonna give us another kiss. Now I want all. That's all I want. We get unti, bitch.
Sure kang okay ka na sa inyo.
Yeah.
No, John!
Boy, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck
You've
out.
been saying for like 2 episodes
Get
that they're
the
gonna
fuck
sleep
out.
together.
Get the fuck out.
You said it last episode you wanted to see them go to bed together.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Dad, gusto kong magsulat ng mga pelikula. Gusto kong masasabi kung sa akin.
Yes.
Ikaw ba?
Same. I want to be in charge of everything too.
That's the part he wants to be in charge of the ending. Now he doesn't have to say that he has a fake boyfriend.
I didn't want to do this.
What? Wait, what did you say? I didn't even understand what you said. Oh, yay. Look at John a mess, finally.
Let's see, finally. I'm just really scared, dude.
Yeah.
You know, Vlad saying that he wanted to. I'll just wait. Hold on. I'll wait.
I think the thing that I love the most about this love story is that everything we're getting, all of the happy moments, like it just, like I said last week, it feels so earned, you know, like it really feels like it happened in the right time, you know.
Yeah.
And the moments we're getting, the little pieces, like even that kiss, like even though oh god, they're so cute. Like even the kiss, even though I was caught off guard by it, like I still like was
These things,
cool,
these
they put
tracks,
on the
I know,
music.
these tracks kind of look, they kind of make me feel like scratch cards, like that satisfaction of, you know, doing scratch cards.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah,
gamble.
that's cool though. That's a Spotify thing. Oh, we are entitled to love that's with fear and shame. Aww. Sorry guys, kind of all over the place trying to just get all my thoughts out today. Shit, I don't even remember what I was saying.
Marapat ka
going back
sa
to
pag-ibig
it feels.
nahahayaan kang magsayaw nang walang bahid ng takot at iyak. Shit, dude. It's so much more beautiful in Tagalog, man. Marapat ka sa pag-ibig na hahayaan kang magsayaw. It says that I feel like it's more like remain in a love that lets you dance without fear and shame. And I guess Marapat is entitled as well. Man, dude, I can't.
Yeah, what I was saying is like, everything with them feels so earned. Like even though that kiss really caught me off guard, like it still felt right. It still felt like this. It's like it just feels really natural, and the way that things are going. Like I'm still so curious. Then like how we get to that scene of him saying, just tell me, do you like me? Because obviously they do now. So it's like, how do we get there? And when he said to the time that he says, do you like me? I
At
don't
this
even know
point,
what
I'm
I
just
am.
at this point, I'm hoping that it was just one of those things where, they use one take for the actual show and then another take for the for like the preview.
No,
but they
I
were
think-
very different. There were
I-
very different vibes. So I don't know.
No, I think there's something that has to happen to get to that point because, obviously, yeah, with themselves, that Carl obviously finally, gives in and falls in and allows himself to, to actually reveal his feelings to Vlad, but I think the issue now is still going to be the parents and because the full quote is, I'll make this easy for you, do you have feelings for me? So maybe what it is like, there's an issue that comes up with the parents. Obviously he left it really sour with the parents at the end, and so maybe Carl starts to regress and starts to like deny what's going on. And maybe that scene is Vlad convincing him like
It's
just
okay.
really
Like it's okay.
like yeah like I'll make this
To
easy
feel the
for
way
you,
that
like
you-
do you have feelings for me? If you have feelings for me, then why are we denying it thing. Maybe that's again a different twinge on the scene, and that's what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Because again, reading it from just watching the trailer, we just think, oh, maybe that's when he finally gets to admit to him, but like now we're seeing all of this is happening before we get to that moment. And so I think that maybe could be what it is, like because there's still a lot of conflict there where Carl still has to confront coming out. He still has to confront, him even just coming out in a sense of him being honest about wanting to switch majors. All of that. Hey guys, I'm not a mess this week. John is. It was a happy ending this week.
Yeah.
I still have trust issues. I still am scared. I'm still worried about the prediction we had about like the whole thing with
There were so many beautiful
Carl
things, though. I know that
not
I cried a little bit at
getting
the
the
end.
getting the short end of the stick. But
Yeah.
what did you say? Like when I said I couldn't understand what you said.
No, it was just the line that Vlad said, that he wanted to be
In charge of it and
in charge
the
of the
ending too.
ending. Yeah, that really just hit me so hard because I get reminded of something that Gaya has clarified many times before.
Mm-hmm.
Is that this is him really taking back the story, and he wants to give the characters the ending that they deserve.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just fuck, it's happening again. It's just so beautiful, and I love that kissing scene. Again, I'm not gonna take it. It's
Feels
the
earned, it
best.
feels
It's
natural.
the best kissing scene I've seen.
It yeah, because it catches you off guard too. Because we don't. I was thinking that because I kept thinking of that scene that way, knowing that we're gonna get that scene where Vlad confronts him. I was saying like right before the kiss happened, I was about to say like, oh, maybe Vlad continues to keep denying what's going on, and they keep having close moments and close calls, and then that's
you mean
when
Carl? Carl
Vlad is.
continues to deny
Sorry,
what's
yeah,
going
Carl
on.
continues to deny what's going on, and he like because like remember how like they were about to kiss, and then he turns away, like. Like I was thinking maybe that just keeps happening and it gets to the point where Vlad is like.
Did you
like-
notice the guitar
But then-
case in the background?
No, but I know that there's a scene where he plays guitar because I saw it in the trailer and I've been waiting for him to pull it out.
So I was waiting for that part too. And we saw there's a
There's
guitar
like
case.
one.
The
It's
guitar
the
case
shot
made
in the
its
trailer
scene.
that introduces Ian.
Yeah, so there's the guitar case makes a little pop in when they were lying down on the floor. Right before they had the talk about loss.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Because just like you were saying, we know that Carl's a dancer and like not Carl. Actually, we're talking about Paolo. The actor
Well,
who
Carl was
plays
quite a
know.
dancer. We saw how cute Carl kind of
Exactly.
just
Like we know he's a dancer. No, but
had
like
that-
let me
had that
finish.
freedom.
Let me finish. Like we're saying that like he's a dancer and in real life and he's a gymnast and stuff like that. But we also know that for Ian, the actor who plays Vlad, he's also a singer and a dancer as well. So excited to see him show off that talent in the show. Well, I'm excited to see what goes on. You know, we only have 2 more episodes left, which breaks my heart to say, but I remember I was saying I hope that we get to see them be together first for at least a few episodes to end the show, because like a lot of times sometimes seasons end and it's like they finally get together and that's the finale, you know. So I'm excited.
No, we were
to
two episodes
see.
in, and we got the beautiful kiss, and
2 episodes left,
and maybe we have 2 episodes left, but that's why I'm crying my ass off.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a rough one, I think.
yeah.
So yeah, at the Judith, we need to celebrate that we are seeing this in the show, the education for allies, because we know that it's not all gay people that watch this stuff, and we want that to be that and to kind of normalize this kind of love story, our love stories. So that's one of the things we need to celebrate. Another is that kind of freedom, letting his wings kind of unfold, scene when Carl started dancing. That's that liberation
In himself
is in himself is just worth celebrating,
because he's coming to terms with a lot of things. He's finally confronted talking to his parents about wanting to change majors, and then also he's really accepting his feelings for Vlad too.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are so many people out there that saw that and is just like kind of, you know, yearning for that. And so I just want you to like just hold on and just hold on. You'll get to that point.
I've had commenters reach out to me saying that they're actually Carl right now, and so they're like still where he's at, where they're still trying to come to terms with things, and so yeah. Like
so I'm sure that there are people that saw that and are envious, but your time will come too, and hold on. We love you. If you need any help, let us know.
Virtual hugs.
We're here for you.
So,
Virtual hugs.
Just what I say every week.
Live in my armpits.
Oh my god. Just what I say, like, this is for all the Carls and the Vlads in the world, all of those, like, the people who can see themselves in these characters. This is our story. And just like what John said, you know, if you're in this situation, we found out last week that I've been there. You know, I know exactly how it feels to be where Carl is, and but you know, Do you
remember that feeling when you did that when you made it clear to yourself, you know, that kind of liberated feeling that you can just dance it all out, you know?
I can't remember specifically that part, you know. It wasn't like a thing that it just switched. It happened.
It was more of a slow burn.
It was a very slow burn for me. Yeah. I'm still getting used to being liberated. You know, I still feel like I'm adjusting to that even now that I've been out for like almost 2 years. So it's an adjustment, you know. I remember when I first came out, I had to remember that I didn't have to be ambiguous with pronouns. I had to remember that I could talk about my love life at home. You know, my love life comes up and my body tenses up like I shouldn't be talking about it, but I'm like, oh, I can now. So all of those things, all of those reflexes of like what it's like, the reflexes you have when you're closeted of hiding away those parts of yourself, like they still kind of pop up for me, which is why I still feel are still so fresh, because I still kind of had those moments where my body is like, wait, aren't you like closeted, and you have to remind yourself that you're not anymore, and you can be honest about it. And so yeah, a lot of those things is a big adjustment, and even where Carl is right now, it's still an adjustment. Just even when you start to realize these things, it's still scary to confront them and really, really, really admit them and process them. So, well, I guess I didn't break down this episode, but it was a happy one. It was nice to
Very
get a kiss.
satisfactory.
I didn't expect that kiss. I didn't expect us to get there so quickly, even though we only have 2 episodes left. But I'm happy to see, at least treasuring this part of the story. And although we still have worries and fears for what's coming up ahead, I'm still forever thankful for this show and the impact it's already had on me. And
And the impact it's continually making. It's
all right, guys. Well, thank you again for joining us this week. We can't wait to see you guys again next week. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Our socials are in the description below. Make sure if we missed anything this episode, make sure to put it out in the comments. We will try to do our best to shout out as many of you as possible. And we'll see you again next time. Later, neighbors.
Bye, neighbors.